Today is the 25th of February and a position update for, very quickly, just the dollar index, because this at the moment is potentially labelled as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but this looks fairly ABCA for 4 and then the fifth wave. Unclear if this is a 3 or 5 and a lower time frame. It could be counted as either, which is sometimes the case, but there is a count that cannot be discounted, and that is that we have our 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, then an A, B, C, 4, 5. And if you look at this fifth wave, slightly short of this lower channel from wave 2 to wave 4, projected from 3 down, and if we did see this as an A, B, C, 4 and then 5, so this fourth wave here would move over to somewhere around this vicinity, so an ABC 4 and then 5, that could bring the decline down to the 61.8 and closer to the lower channel as a target area for this final potential fifth wave of this 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So it is still too early to say that this fifth wave is complete by counting this as 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Just to recap, this could be counted as 1, 2, 3, A, B, C, 4 and 5, meaning the fifth wave completion is a number of weeks away before that is completed, and then at that point that may be then the 5 wave decline, at which point the dollar would rally. That remains to be seen if that is indeed the case, but this, labelling this as a fourth wave in its completion, and then that's wave 5, it is too early to do that. As I mentioned, this could be labelled as an ABC 4 and then 5, so there could be that final divergence yet to be seen on the weekly oscillator between wave 3 and 5. This would count down. That this looks, in my mind, looking at this oscillator, as a 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're yet to see that final divergence. There's the small divergence between here and here, between this low and this low, and if I just put the line there, you can see these two for the week closing 16th of February to the week closing 26th of January. The lows are more or less identical, and yet we've got this divergence here. But you could see a further divergence with this if it's an ABC 4 and then 5. That remains to be seen. So it's really a case of waiting for confirmation. If prices start to continue higher and start to break the wave 1 low, which is labelled here, it is highly likely that the fourth wave and fifth wave is complete and the dollar is into a new rally, which could potentially take out the high. As I mentioned, that remains to be seen. This correction and the final low or final stab low could still be very much a valid count. So we'll continue to watch and update. If that is the case, this in euro dollar would be labelled as an ABC, and then a final rally to this again upper channel and this 61.8 retracement level seen here. So again, it could be too early to label this as ABC 4 and then 5. This could be a 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 for a C wave, A, B, C, and then again another high, a final stab into a new high, and again giving final or additional divergence between what would be labelled as wave 3, 4 and then the fifth or 5 of 5. So we'll continue to watch and update and see how this dollar, euro dollar, Australian US dollar position plays out. As I mentioned, it's a case of waiting to see what if a clearer signal comes forward in the next coming week or two with regards to an answer if this fourth wave is complete at this junction, or if we do need a final stab to the low. So we'll continue to watch and see how it unfolds.